Yo, yo! What is up, guys? We are getting there. 6 days left until Living on Purpose is released, and time for another video right now. Today we're going to talk about section 3, which is all about finding yourself. One of the most crucial, important topics that I think we can ever address, right? Socrates says it's all about knowing thyself, and in order to know thyself, we need to discover ourselves and find ourselves. So, in this section, we really switch gears a little bit and go into more of you figuring out who you are, because I can't write anything in a guide about who you are. That's kind of work that you need to do if you want to live on purpose. So I just set the conditions to guide you through you doing that work and you figuring it out. Some of the stuff we explore is intrinsic versus extrinsic motivations. Intrinsic motivation comes from doing something because there's value inherent in the activity, in doing it. You find meaning in doing what you're doing, right? It's personally meaningful to you. So we look at that, and then we watch out for extrinsic motivation, which usually comes from a place of lacking. It comes from a motivation of something outside of ourselves, and it's not based on ourselves. We don't do it because we necessarily like it. It's more of an ends to a mean. And if we focus all of our attention on extrinsic motivation, we're going to be really unfulfilled in life, right? We can think of extrinsic motivation almost like a dessert. You know, like it's cool to have a little creme brulee or some chocolate cheesecake or like whatever the hell you like for dessert, but you can't have your 3 meals a day on it because you're gonna, you got a snowball's chance in hell of being healthy after that. So we really want to focus the majority of our attention on intrinsic motivation. And just to riddle these off, the 3 ones that you really want to watch out for as far as extrinsic motivation are fame, wealth, and beauty. I'm not saying they're evil, but just striving for those alone as the end goal, it's not going to work out too well. So that's extrinsic motivation. And then intrinsic motivation, the things that we really do want to focus on are our relationships, personal growth, and our contribution to something greater than ourselves. So those are the 3 things we really do want to focus on. So section 3 is all about finding your values, determining what they are, and then being in integrity with them. And I created a little diagram right here just to show you what the integrity gap is. So the integrity gap is, if you picture 2 lines, which I'll help you out with right here, the top line is your highest potential, crushing it, right? And the bottom line is your current performance. This is what you're actually doing. The further that the top line is from the bottom line, in other words, the further apart what you're doing is from what you can do, what you're actually able to do, what your potential is, the more anxiety and stress and kind of negative emotion is going to fill up this integrity gap. So what we want to do is get really clear on what our values are, which would be up here, crushing it, right? Living in integrity with our values, and then making our current performance as close to that as possible. It's not going to happen overnight, but this is the type of thing that when you live on purpose, you're, kind of creating a life around. So that's a real quick check-in for today on what's going on in section 3 of Living on Purpose. The guide will be out July 19th, 2011. It's 6 days away at this point. Hope you're as excited as I am. Really, really feeling good about this, and that is it. We will chat soon, my homeboys and homegirls. Peace.